Hey y'all, so regardless if you in here now or if you come in here later, I said let me come in here and talk to y'all and get some give y'all some clarification and introduce myself. So as you know, if you go on my channel, you can see I always start try to always start my intro as, hi, I'm James Zeta. You can just call me Jamie. So being that this is a live, this is going to be a little different. So you can come back on to this live if you don't catch this live right now. But let's talk about got everybody up in what I want to say an uproar, or got so much to say. Now, before I get into that, on my channel, I do lifestyle and travel content. So I do, things, what's going on in my regular life. Like it could be if I'm doing my makeup, or if I'm cleaning the house, or just little random stuff like that, or hauls, and you can see on my channel. And I also do travel content too, where if I'm going to visit a new city. Okay, yeah. So that car, me sitting in the car doing a little chit chat or rant or whatever you want to call it, that was random. That was just random because I didn't know if other people could relate to the content that I was, or what's going on in their life, I want to say. So that was random for me because I was just sitting in the car, and I was just like, you know what? Tired of this. Let me get this out. Let me talk to the camera, what I'm used to. Because, I had nobody else to talk to. So I said, well, let me just put this out there because I don't know if anybody else is going through the same thing that I'm going through, right? With the dashing. So I appreciate the constructive criticism, whether it's good or bad. And see, what some of y'all fail to realize is I was built for this. So y'all can say a lot. It was a lot of good comments, but out of the good comments, it was some negative comments. And what you fail to realize is I was built for this, okay? I enjoy stuff like this, okay? Because I want to see where other people's head is at, if they head like thinking the same thing that I be thinking. So that really don't faze me with whatever somebody say something negative. I was in the military over 7 years. One thing the military taught me is you got to have thick skin, okay? You got to have thick skin, and you got to be able to take constructive criticism from people when they say things, whether it's good or bad. Now, out of the negative comments that people were saying, there were 50 or 60 other good comments that people were saying. So stuff like that don't faze me. You can say whatever you want to say, and it ain't gonna hurt me at the end of the day. But I just wanted to tell y'all that I see that I got over 3,000 views, and I see that people are enjoying videos like that. So I have that on my playlist under the Chit Chat Life Lessons. So I am going to start putting out more content like that, just random stuff that come to my head. And I have another video that's coming out tomorrow, so I do want y'all to check that out. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. And I saw somebody in the comments, they was like, oh, I don't know how that's possible. My friend or my homie, your homie, makes 100K a year. But what your homie got to do to make that? Where your homie live at? Okay? Where your homie, do your homie pay a mortgage or pay rent? Is your homie married or is your homie single? Okay? See, that's the thing. What get me with some of y'all. Y'all got to watch what come out your mouth and see if I wasn't monetized on this channel, because I'm monetized on this channel. Some of the things I want to say to some of the people that got some negative stuff to say, I will go in on y'all. When I say go in on y'all, I will go in on y'all. But I know I'm monetized on this channel, and I'm not about to let nobody bring me out of character. But I just wanted to come on here because to clarify that and get that out. But right now I'm trying to get myself together because, yeah, I'm about to go out here and dash again on this hot Saturday. So might as well, because I ain't got nothing going on. I ain't doing nothing. But I do really, at the end of the day, I do really appreciate the good and the bad, because I get to see different perspectives from both sides of the fence. What somebody's going through, whether you're going through being good in life, going through good things in life, or whether you're going through bad things in life. It is what it is. And at the end of the day, people gonna have like bumps in the road. People gonna have bumps in the road. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's life. But I do appreciate what some of y'all do have to say, and how some of y'all feel. Because I didn't know if, like, at the time when I did that recording, I didn't know if I was the only one going through this when it come to DoorDash. And it's not just DoorDash, it's other apps too. It could be DoorDash and Uber. And I saw somebody was like, why are you not multi-apping? Well, I was multi-apping, but Uber, being that I don't have, because I'm using a car right now. My engine went out in my car, so I'm renting a car right now, and Uber told me that you have to, I guess if you want an Uber, you have to rent a car through Avis or one of them little sites or something like that, rental places, and it'd be like $275 or $2 something a week. And I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody ain't got time for that. So I said, might as well just use what I got and DoorDash. Now, as far as my job, like I said, I'm working a piece of a job right now. I work as a HR assistant, part-time, and it's for a startup company. Now, if you know, startup companies take time. Startup companies just ain't gonna be no, oh, we're gonna start it up and we're gonna be good tomorrow. No, that takes time, especially when you starting up a company and you got contracts going, and say if the contracts fail, or if the company that you're contracted through drops you. Okay? So, yeah. You got to think about stuff like that when it comes to startup companies. And see, this was my first major HR job. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been out there applying for jobs, and then they're like, oh, you got to tailor your job to each job description. And I'm like, yeah, I've been trying to do that, or trying to get resumes done and getting people to who are more familiar with that to help me. And it's like, I've applied for over, I want to say 500 jobs. And it's always, oh, we are going to, the auto rejections, or we're going to get with somebody who's more aligned. Now, one thing about it, I'm going to work. I'm going to work. I don't care, I'll work my behind off, do what I got to do. But it just gets discouraging when you sitting there trying to apply for jobs and nothing is hitting. Now, I've had, like, when I've applied for jobs, I've had maybe, out of all the jobs that I've applied for, I've had maybe, I want to see, out of 500, I've had maybe 3 or 4 interviews. Yeah, it's like that. I even applied on usajobs.com. I got a bunch of applications in on USA on jobs. And I've had, out of the applications I applied on USA Jobs, I've only had one interview. And the reason why I had got that interview is because of the simple fact I was in the VRE program at the time. And my counselor ended up, speaking to so-and-so or speaking to somebody, whoever, to get me in for that interview. Okay? And now, I'm in the Atlanta, Georgia area. So, I dash in the Riverdale, East Point, College Park area. That's where I dash at. And I feel like if you really, really want to make some money, then you got to drive out your way to be able to see money like that. And then you also got to factor in gas. If you want to see money like that, you also got to factor in your percentage rate. What's your percentage when it comes to dashing? Because they start you off with a percentage. Your percentage starts off with 100, right? And then it lowers as if you accept the order or not. So I'm not about to accept any old thing because it's a waste of time and money. So it's just a lot when it comes to dashing. It really is. It's a lot. And I feel like sometimes it's not worth it. Now, if you like doing it, then kudos to you. But this shouldn't have to be my life. Okay? Because I got kids. I got to take care of. So you got to factor stuff like that in. Your kids want things. Your kids need things. This is not my life. Now, y'all might make it y'all lives, but this is not my life. I feel like I really don't want to be honest with you, I feel like I'm better off being by myself, like being an entrepreneur or starting a business or doing a side hustle, because let me do things on my own time. I don't want to have to try to live paycheck to paycheck or get up and dash because I have to pay a bill. You get what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to do that or want to do that. And I'm not about to make nobody make me feel bad for having to do that. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I said, let me come over here and shoot the shit with y'all because it just can't be. And then it's just always something. And somebody always got something to say. Like, mind the business that pay you. I'm just putting out here what's on my mind. Because I can't be the only one that's just going through things like this. But, yeah. So, I'm just trying to do a little 1-2 and get myself together. I need to do something in my hair, too. Ugh. But I'm just trying to get myself together to go out here and dash. You get what I'm saying? And then I seen people was like, oh, my friend, they make $200-$300 in like 2 to 3 hours, which I know that's possible because when I was doing multi-apping and when I was doing Uber with DoorDash, that did happen to me before. It didn't happen in 2 hours. Maybe it happened like in 4 or 5 hours, but that happened in a different state. That happened in South Carolina. So that, in Charleston at that. So that was the first time something like that ever happened to me. But, yeah. It is, things happen. It is what it is. Everybody gonna have something to say. It is what it is. You know. And what I don't get is how some of y'all can have so much to say. Like you ain't never gone through nothing. Like you so perfect. You're not perfect. You're not. Nobody's perfect. God is the only one perfect. And God is the only one to judge me, not you. I'm just putting what was on my mind out here because I know somebody else could know how I'm feeling and what I'm going through. But I have been, like I said, I have been looking for another job at that. I have been. And it is not necessarily, like, I've been looking for a bunch of jobs in the HR sector because that's what I have my master's degree in. Well, I have my bachelor's degree in HR management, and I have my master's degree in organizational leadership. And then I get a VA percentage. But I have been applying for a majority of HR jobs, and I know what HR jobs is really competitive. And I also applied for a couple of flight attendant jobs because I always said I liked that. I wanted to do that. But before I did all of that, I was previously in the medical field, so I got burnt out from that. That's a lot. I really got burnt out from that. So, but it is what it is. Things happen. You learn. You live and you learn. It is what it is. This is what I want to do. So this is what I have to expect from some of you. It is what it is, honey. People always gonna have something to say. That's just a part of life. And you either gonna be built for it or you're gonna let it take over you. And I ain't about to let nothing mess me up or take over me, honey. So it is what it is. But like I said before, I have other things on my channel besides just the chit chat life lessons. I have hauls on my channel. I have lifestyle content on my channel. I have travel content on my channel. And I just don't want y'all just to check out, you know, the chit chats because I know y'all can relate to those things. I also want y'all to check out some of the other things on my channel. Like, if you can support, you know, the other videos on my channel, because I am trying to, this channel is monetized, but I am trying to grow this channel. So if you can, please support or leave a comment and let me know, hey, I was in. If you can. But I do appreciate the ones that subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. And I hope you stay along for the ride because I'm at, what, 2,300? A little bit over 23. I'm trying to get this channel to at least, well, get it to 10K. And then get it to 50. And then get it to 100. So right now, my main goal is to concentrate on getting this channel to 10K. That's what I'm trying to get it at. So I know that it's going to be a little challenging. I'm going to have to grind like I grind on DoorDash. And yeah, I'll get there eventually. It's just going to take time. So, but I do plan on doing more car rants. I do plan on doing more car rants, more chit chats, just whatever comes to my mind. If I'm in the car or, you know, whatever comes to my mind, you know, because people go through things. Like I said, nobody's perfect. So people go through things in life. And you never know what somebody is going through. So why not just talk about it? I'd rather talk about it than sit there and let it build up. Like, because when you let things like that build up, not only does that take a toll on your mental health, but you start to go crazy from them things. So why not just talk about it? I got to talk about it, honey. I got to let y'all know what's going on. Y'all my sisters and brothers. Y'all my little gems. So I got to let y'all know what's going on. Okay? I can't keep them things balled up. Because for one, I don't want that to affect. You know, me getting on camera and filming. You know, so that's what I'm here for. I don't want them stuff to, you know, affect my filming and, you know, so might as well. But I do plan on Doing more lives. I'm trying to incorporate lives now. At least go live for like 30 minutes. Preferably like on a Saturday. You know, come in and talk to y'all. Or if y'all not in here, y'all can, you know, come back to the live. But yeah, I'm going to start trying to go live on Saturdays for at least 30 minutes. Depending on what I have going on. And if I don't go live, I'll let y'all know. And when I do, I need to start letting, because this was just random. So when I go live, I am going to, you know, probably post it on the community being like, hey, I'm about to go live or I'm going live. But yeah, it is what it is. But I'm glad I'm listening to everybody's perspective, you know. I do listen to my audience when they say things. But, oh, I also wanted to let y'all know I am doing Vlogtober. I'm doing Vlogtober, so I got a lot of content coming. That means that, I'm sorry, I got on my little robe because it's cold in my house. That means that you have to post every day for 31 days in Vlogtober. So I got to post something. Whether it's me coming on here chit-chatting with y'all, will come to my mind. But I got to come on here and talk about something with y'all for at least 30 minutes. So, ooh, I gotta get it together. I had to do these eyebrows, something with these eyebrows, because they gotta look a mess. But yeah, I probably go out here and dash for a couple of hours. I don't know if I'm a dash in my area or dash in another area. Like, I don't know if I even feel like going. Because if you go dash like somewhere, say if you go downtown like the Midtown, you got to worry about paying for parking when it comes to doing things like that. And nobody got time for that. That interferes with, and then the traffic, that interferes with your money. So you got to worry about things like that. And I'd rather just stick to what I know. And what I know is Riverdale. I know like Riverdale, that area, College Park, East Point. I like to go to McDonald's sometime too. I like that area, Stockbridge, all of that stuff. And then I haven't dashed in. I like the Fayetteville, Peachtree City area. But those areas like that is hard to come by to schedule yourself to dash. So, yeah. It is what it is, honey. People always got something to say, and people always gonna judge you. Hell, they had Judge God. They had Judge God, honey. But let me tell you something. When you doing things like social media and you trying to influence people or be a content creator, this is what you gotta expect. You gotta expect things like that. Because people always gonna have something to say. Like I say, like their life's so perfect. You're not. Your life not perfect. Your life is not perfect. Because if your life was so perfect, you wouldn't have to hide behind a blank profile picture. Okay? You wouldn't have to hide behind nothing like that. Okay? If your life was so perfect. That's what kills me with people. Like your life's so perfect, like you got so much. Go ahead. Go ahead. If I go in on you. That's what you gotta tell haters. That's what you gotta tell them. You got to ignore people like that. And wish them the best. That's what I don't get. How you just gonna come on somebody's page and hate? I don't understand how you just, if I'm the type of content that you don't like, just scroll past along. If you feel some type of way about me posting something, scroll past along. You ain't even got to like or watch. You can keep it going. I don't get it or understand people like that. I don't understand it, honey. Don't understand it. But like I say, it is what it is. It is what it is. I need this to dry real bad. But I got more content coming out like that. More. Oh, I've been on here 26 minutes. I'm gonna stay on here a couple more minutes because I'm just finishing up. And yeah, finishing up. And then I'm gonna post this. And yeah, it is what it is. I'm getting people all up in an uproar. Oh well, it's life. And my thing is, how would I post affecting you or hurting you if it's something that you don't like? Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay? It is what it is. But, like I said, show your girl love. Show your girl love. Because I know a lot of people out there, I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. I know a lot of people out there can relate to what I'm talking about by the comments. So like I say, I'm not the only one going through it. Yep. Not the only one. And look, I'm just sitting here. I don't see nobody on the live yet, but I'm just sitting here. I don't sit here and talk to myself for almost 30 minutes. Ain't nothing wrong with talking to yourself long as you don't answer long as you don't answer yourself. You can get a lot accomplished and a lot done by just talking to yourself. Talk to yourself and let yourself, you know what, self, I shouldn't have said that, or self, I shouldn't have did that. I do it all the time. How you think I sat there in the car and talked to the camera for like, what was that, like 11 minutes? My mind be running like a car on a racetrack. They be running 1,000 miles a minute. I be having so much on my mind, and I keep the stuff balling, and that's not good. I need to, when it's convenient and it's like important, I need to start letting that stuff out. Talking to somebody about it. Because it'll drive me crazy. Yeah. Drive me crazy. And just by me doing this, I'm happy. Just by me just talking to the camera, I'm happy. Yep. It is what it is. But yeah, like I said, on Saturdays, not on my robe. Oh God, I'm gonna have to wash this robe. On Saturdays, I'm gonna start just going live for 30 minutes and shooting this with y'all, talking to y'all, and yeah, getting how I feel out. Yep. It is what it is. So I'm just doing this little finishing touch. And then I'm going to get off this live and finish getting dressed. And go out here and dash. For these couple of hours. And see, the reason why I say what I say, I've had to go out there and dash till the next morning one time. So that's why I say stuff like that is just so draining. Like, I don't want that to be just my life. You know, that can't just be my life. No, sir. It got to be something else. I would love to get to the point where, yeah, because I feel like I cannot not work. So I would love to get to a point where I'll say YouTube is my full time and then I can just work a regular job, you know, part-time, or work my job part-time, you know. So that's my goal. That is my goal. But let me do this finishing stuff and get myself together, y'all. It is extremely hot out there. Really, really hot. So I'll just put like a low underline eyeliner. Just a little eyeliner. And yeah, not too much. And a little highlighter, and then I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna do too much because I don't feel like that. What is that? Where's that brush? There you go, right there. There you go. Yes. But other than that, what y'all got planned on this Saturday? Because I know a lot of y'all ain't got to go out there and dash like me. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm gonna put like a little powder. Use a little bit of this Anastasia. Not Anastasia, I mean Laura Mercier. You know what I meant to say. To put that up under my eye. And press that in. And I don't want to put on no, I don't feel like contouring. I don't feel like that, because like I say, it's too hot outside. I don't feel like that. Don't. But I ain't doing too much. I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't doing too much because it's too hot out there. Yeah. And then I'm gonna finish getting dressed and call it a day. And clean up this makeup and stuff. But other than that, I hope y'all enjoy this live and continue to support your girl and watch more of my videos. But bye-bye.